game of the future, Sudoku. Over the last summer break, I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I chose this topic because I wanted to learn more about these puzzles. I hope to make a game that will entertain, challenge, and improve the brain. I did the Puzzles, Teasers, and More project. The goal of my project was to create a new type of game that is playable, fun, and mentally challenges the brain by making the brain use divergent thinking. I'll explain what divergent thinking is later. Simply put, Sudoku is a game where you make 6 words horizontally and vertically on a 3x3 grid with the 9 letters you are given. I researched the history of Rubik's Cubes, Japanese puzzle boxes, and Sudokus. To complete my project, I used logical thinking when I made a survey to see why some puzzles were successful. I used creative problem solving when I didn't have any Sudoku solutions and started figuring some out. I used intellectual risk taking when I saw that my game was very hard, and if it was too complicated, then not many people would want to play. And if people didn't play my game, then it wouldn't sell and be popular. Researching different types of puzzles. And if you're wondering, this is a Japanese puzzle box. This is a Venn diagram that I did on Rubik's Cubes and Japanese puzzle boxes. And this is a survey that I did on Rubik's Cubes, crosswords, Sudokus, and word searches. And in the end, my family thought that Rubik's Cubes take the most time, crosswords are the funnest, and Sudokus are the hardest. This is some research that I did on Sudoku. Sudoku was created in Switzerland by Leonhard Euler. It started to catch on in the mid-80s in Japan under the expression Tsuji wa Dokushin ni kagiru, which meant the digits are limited to one occurrence. And as you can see, the name Sudoku was coming out. You probably already know, but these are the rules for Sudoku. And when you're playing Sudoku, you have to plan ahead and eliminate numbers that you haven't already used. This is some information from when I was planning my game, which is Sudoku. I created Sudoku by combining Sudoku and words. It's basically Sudoku, but on a 3x3 grid, and you have letters that you can use to make words in both rows and columns. You don't have to make a word diagonally, you can't use proper nouns, and you can't use the same word twice. Before you put a word in, you have to think if you can put other words that fit in with that one. So if you put a word here, then you have to think, can you put words here, here, and here? Here are some examples for solutions of Sudoku. So, if you were given these letters, one solution could be this: sad, arrow, wed, su, are, dead. And if you're given these letters, one solution that you can make is this: fat, ego, do, fed, go, to. This is some research that I did on brain science, and now I'm going to tell you what divergent thinking is. So Sudoku requires divergent thinking, which is the process of exploring many possible solutions. And in this case, those many possible solutions are different 3-letter words. In the future, this problem-solving skill might be used in real-life situations. And here's some more research that I did on brain science. And I created Sudoku by combining Sudoku and words. The goal is to make 6 3-letter words horizontally and vertically with the 9 letters you are given. To make this product, I used foam board, cardboard, these cubes, this box, and these letters. And in the early planning stage, I drew this picture of Sudoku. So each puzzle is named after a color. The 9 cubes each have a side of that color with a letter. Then it's basically Sudoku, but instead of numbers, you use letters. You do not need to make a word diagonally, you can't use proper nouns, and you can't use the same word twice. Marketing. If I were to advertise my game, I would advertise in these places. Here's a small little logo that I came up with for Wordoku. And if I were to make an ad for Wordoku, this is something of what it would look like. Wordoku is a game for English speakers above the age of 8 that love to be challenged and like puzzles. Some competitors for Wordoku would be Scrabble, Wordle, and Sudoku. This time, I spent more money than I needed to on the materials for the product. I did more research and found the same materials but at a lower price. So if I used those materials, all the materials only costed $5.81. And so if I sold the game for $15, I would make a profit of $9.19. I gave my game to some family members to try, and they thought it was very hard. Once they finally solved it, they were so happy. To wrap things up, Wordoku is a simple, fun, and challenging game that improves the brain like other brain teasers. Now you know how brain teasers affect the brain, an idea for a new game, and information on a few other puzzles. Hopefully you've enjoyed learning about puzzles, teasers, and more. And now I'm going to demonstrate the game. So there's 6 different puzzles, and I'm going to show you an example of one puzzle. So let's say we can do the orange puzzle. So I'm flipping all the cubes to the orange side. And so these are the 9 letters that you're given. So I'm just going to line them up. And now you can pause the video to take time and solve this puzzle. So now I'm going to show you the solution for the orange puzzle. So it was Rob. So the words were Rob, N-E-T, Rat, 1, bye.